Yes. Good evening and welcome to the February council meeting for the Village of West Milton. If I can have everybody please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing by the invocation from former Mayor Scott Fogle. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Let us pray. Father, thank you for every seat that is filled here today. For each mind and heart that fills the presence of this room, we thank you. Only you truly know what we are setting out to accomplish today. We have an idea, a vision, hints, and daily instructions. We have talents, abilities, and time to work. However, only you can see in perfect detail the end of every beginning. Every project, every season, every life, nothing is ever in vain, for even mistakes and missteps are used for good. Recently, our village has been in the local news on a negative perspective. Please guide village leaders and council with difficult decisions that need to be made and be with those involved. Bless this meeting today, all those present, as well as the lives of those we will encounter afterward. Ready us to make every moment count. In Jesus' name we pray, amen.
Amen.
And also, I would like to thank Becky as she made a wonderful batch of cupcakes. So thank you very much, Becky.
Thank you, Scott. I'd like to call the meeting to order. Roll call, please. Present.
Land.
Here.
Kopp. Here. Hurst.
Here.
Horn.
Present.
And Tracy.
Here.
Council should have received meeting minutes for January the 7th and January the 28th, if I'm correct. Are there any motions for those?
Mayor, I make a motion that we accept those as given.
Second?
Roll call, please.
Land.
Yes.
Kopp.
Yes.
Hurst.
Yes.
Horn.
Yes.
Tracy.
Yes.
And Mayor Miller.
Yes. Also, on January the 28th, Councilmember Tracy was absent. He was unable to attend. Are there any motions?
I'll make a motion to excuse Councilmember Tracy.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Land.
Yes.
Kopp.
Yes.
Hurst.
Yes.
Horn.
Yes.
Tracy.
Yes.
And Mayor Miller.
Yes. Correspondence to council, Manager Klein.
Just one for this evening, Mayor. It's from the Division of Liquor Control, informing us of a transfer of license from Skipper's Tavern to a company named Sour Mugs Tavern. I'm sure everyone may have known by now that Skip has an agreement to sell the tavern. Each time that anything like that happens, council is given the opportunity to ask for a public hearing on that transfer, should they wish to. Chief Bussey and myself have reviewed everything, and our recommendation would be to make a motion not to have a hearing, but that's completely up to council. It does take a voice vote, though, either way.
Make a motion to not have the public hearing.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? No. I'd like to introduce Miss Becky Garrett. She is the head of the Bulldog Bags, and I requested or asked if she would come in tonight and kind of give us some information about the project going on, and please have at it.
Okay.
Thank you.
So thank you for having me come and speak today. So Bulldog Bags, for those of you who don't know, we are a program that serves bags of non-perishable food items to students at the elementary school in Milton. And we've been around for about 4 years. I came and spoke a couple years ago, but we've changed drastically since then. So just a little bit of history. We started in October 2016 with 30 students, and those were kindergarten students. And we just had a bag of food that we gave them to take home on Fridays so that they would have extra food at home. And we ended that year with 90 students. And then in September 2017, which was our second year, we went up to 120 students. And that was kindergarten, first and second grade. We hadn't gone all the way up to fifth yet. But we actually started packaging the food at the school and using the freshman focus classes to package the bags for us. So that was a lot of fun for all of us involved. We got to hang out with a bunch of freshman kids. So that was fun. And then so that was our second year. We ended that year with 185 students that we were serving in the elementary school, and that was K-5. And then last year, 2019, that school year, we did something a little bit different. In the welcome packet that the kids get at the school, at the very beginning of the school year, we gave a letter. We put a letter in there and just asked the parents to opt into the program or opt out of the program. And that jumped our numbers up to 250 students for that year. We were missing some kids who didn't fill out the free and reduced lunches. And so we wanted to make sure that we grabbed those kids if they needed help. And so we still were able to use those freshman focus classes to help us package the bags, and we had volunteers throughout the community who would come in on Thursdays and help us get ready for those freshmen to come down. And then this year has been really exciting. We just learned last week that we are a 501c3 now, and so that was a very big step for us. And we're steady right now at about 288 kids. And it's pre-K through 5 now. Our goal is to find out how to include the middle school and high school students. Once they reach 5th grade and go on to middle school, they don't get the bags anymore. And so, but they still need them. And so our goal for next year is to figure out how to include them into it. And that's where the 501c3 is hopefully going to really help us. We still use the freshman focused students. This new group of freshmen really seem to enjoy what they're doing. The mentors come down with them, and the teachers do. They have to have a teacher with them. So they all get into it. We have a group of middle school kids who come down and deliver the bags for us. We have another group in the school that comes down and deals with when we get a shipment come in. They put all the food into the different lockers for us and just get it ready for us for the next Thursday. So we're trying to include a lot of different groups and just get the kids to learn kind of about helping each other. And we've seen a lot of them flourish from that experience. One cool thing that we did this year is we asked a bunch of dentist offices if they would donate toothbrushes, toothpaste, and floss. And so we've sent out 2 hygiene bags so far this year, and we're going to send another one in May. And so that was kind of a different experience. And then during Christmas, we sent home like a restocking their supplies kind of bag and asked the Milton Union Council of Churches to donate some of the extra supplies that they had from their program that they have at the beginning of the school year for the supply bags. So they were able to do that for us, and we were able to give those to the kids for free. So we didn't have to do anything with that. So that was really cool. The other thing, we have a 5K coming up, and it's March 21st. And we're trying to get the word out that all of the proceeds go to Bulldog Bags. This is a race that the National Honor Society students have set up for us. They've kind of taken us under their little wing and have really just flourished from it. So they have, it's on March 21st. If you go to Can't Stop Running, it's called Food Steps 5K. And so we just wanted to try to get the word out about it. and there's going to be a raffle, and it's a lot of fun. And we also have a Facebook page. I don't know, tech, but it's called Milton Union Bulldog Bags. So if you want to like it and share it, it would help us get the word out about what we're doing for the kids in our community. And then I have to give a shout out to a couple groups who have really helped us start Bulldog Bags. The West Milton Rotary and the Laura Lions Club were my first two groups to really have me come and approach them for money. And they jumped us from the 30 kids the first year to the 90 kids by the donations that they gave. And then now we have all kinds of groups giving to us and just helping us whenever they can come and package bags with us and all that kind of stuff. So it's been really neat to see it grow, and it's more of a community thing than I think I started out thinking it would be, but I've just been trying to encourage it to become more of, this is our community and we need to help each other. So, but yeah.
Well, thank you for coming in and talking tonight. I saw the email from the Council of Churches, and I felt like this would be a good opportunity for you to just kind of get the word out. And I think that the job that you and your group are doing is truly amazing. And thank you for doing that for all the community members. Do you guys accept donations?
So right now we're doing just money donations,
Okay.
and it's until the 501c3 is just kind of in its baby form, and so we don't have our own bank account yet, basically. So people just send money to Hoffman Church,
Okay.
and then it goes, as long as they put in the memo line Bulldog Bags, it goes straight to our account, and then it goes straight to buying the food for the kids.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, I have a quick question.
Yeah.
I know you guys probably buy in bulk,
Yes.
but what would you say the price per bag about would be?
It's about $4 from what I've figured out.
Yeah.
We actually have a really good relationship with New Path Ministries out of Gamsburg, and they have, for the last 3 years, they have purchased and delivered all of our food for us. Before that happened, I was driving to Sam's Club every week, and it got really old. So New Path has been amazing to work with, and it's been really nice just to have them deliver all of the food, because that's a lot of food. So, yeah.
You mentioned the 5K. We
Yes.
can get information at can'tstoprunning.com. Is that what it's called?
It's it's Can't Stop Running CO, maybe
CO.
company.com.
Okay.
Yep. And I'm pretty sure that the National Honor Society kids are meeting tomorrow. And so once they meet, then they'll have posters to go like at all the shops in town, and they're gonna go around and ask for raffle prizes and that kind of stuff. So,
Cool.
yeah,
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Becky.
thank you.
You're doing a heck of a job, and it's amazing to start with 30 and to be doing 288 kids and the families that's impacting is,
Yeah, and
that's amazing.
I'm hoping that once this 501c3 really gets going, that we can start including those middle school and high school students. That's my vision that's out there right now. So we'll see what happens, but
Very good.
thank you.
Well, thank you for coming tonight.
Yep.
Thank you.
I would like to open the floor for any comments from citizens regarding tonight's legislation. We have five pieces. An ordinance adopting an anti-displacement plan, a resolution for the mall director's contract, steel hopper sweeper, a bobcat loader system, and a UV treatment system. All right, seeing no comments. Moving on to our legislation, and Ms. Brosh, CM-20-3.
It's an ordinance adopting an anti-displacement and relocation assistance plan for the municipality of West Milton.
Second. And since this is the second reading, it is a title only. Andrew Klein.
This is a second reading of our ordinance. That's why it's title only. An anti-displacement plan has to be put, well, let's start over. We are doing a project with Ludlow Falls, sending sanitary sewer to Ludlow Falls. We have been very fortunate in being able to receive a number of grants. One of them is technically a forgivable loan from the Ohio EPA. That money sourced from the federal government. It is for $1 million. It's a requirement for any community that receives this type of funding that they have to have in place a policy of anti-displacement relocation of anyone who may be in a low or moderate income home. And if you're doing a project that requires this home to be acquired and to relocate that family, then that has to be part of the project. In our particular case, no homes are being displaced, but to be able to be eligible for this $1 million, we have to have this policy in place. So that's why this legislation is for this evening.
Thank you. Any discussion for the ordinance? Any motions?
I'd like to make a motion to accept CM-20-03 as written.
Second?
Roll call, please.
Land,
Yes.
Cop,
Yes.
Hurst,
Yes.
Horn,
Yes.
Tracy,
Yes.
and Mayor Miller.
Yes. CM-20-04 is a resolution for the law director's contract. Ms. Brosh.
It's a resolution authorizing the municipal manager to enter into an agreement for services provided by the Director of Law. Whereas the Council for the Municipality of West Milton, Ohio approved the municipal manager's appointment of Linnea M. Brosh as Director of Law for the municipality on January 7, 2014. And whereas the municipal manager desires to enter into an agreement on behalf of the municipality of West Milton for legal services to be provided by the Director of Law as described in the attached agreement marked as Exhibit A. And whereas the agreement requires approval of council. Now therefore, in consideration of the requirements of the municipal charter and the codified ordinances of the municipality of West Milton, the council hereby ordains as follows. Section 1, that the municipal manager is hereby authorized to enter into the attached agreement, Exhibit A, providing for legal services to be rendered by the Director of Law, Linnea M. Brosh. Section 2, this ordinance shall be in effect from and after the earliest date allowed by law.
Thank you. Andrew Klein.
Linnea and her firm have been with us since 2014. We've developed a very great working relationship. I think she does an excellent job for both the administration and council. It would be my recommendation. We always do a 2-year contract, so it'd be for 20 and 21. I can't thank her enough for all the work that she has done, and I would like to continue that working relationship.
Very good. Any discussion for the ordinance? Or, I'm sorry, the resolution? Yeah, I know, we said that 2 years ago. Any motions?
I'd like, go ahead.
Sorry, I'd like to make a motion to accept CM-20-04 as written.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Land,
Yes.
Cop,
Yes.
Hurst,
Yes.
Horn,
Yes.
Tracy,
Yes.
and Mayor Miller.
Yes. Next is CM-20-05, a resolution for a steel hopper sweeper. Ms. Brosh.
It's a resolution authorizing the purchase of a replacement steel hopper for the street sweeper for the West Milton Public Works Division. Whereas the municipality's 2020 budget includes $26,000 for the replacement of the steel hopper for the street sweeper for the current calendar year, and funds have been duly appropriated. And whereas the administration has reviewed and determined that the State of Ohio Cooperative Purchasing Program offers the most advantageous option for the desired equipment through Contract Sweepers and Equipment of Columbus, Ohio. And whereas the State of Ohio Cooperative Purchasing Program follows the West Milton Codified Ordinance 33.18 purchasing. And whereas it is the opinion of the manager and the service director that this action is in the best interest of the municipality. Now therefore be it resolved by the Council of the Municipality of West Milton, Ohio, that Section 1, the municipal manager is hereby authorized and directed to purchase a replacement steel hopper, conversion equipment, and assembly for the Timeco street sweeper in the amount of $25,036 from Contract Sweepers and Equipment of Columbus, Ohio, and to execute all documents and agreements necessary to complete the transaction of this purchase. Section 2, this resolution shall take effect immediately upon passage.
Thank you. Manager Cole?
Ben could explain this a lot better than I, but we have a street sweeper. I'm sure most everyone has seen it at one time or another. In the back, it's got a big steel box. That steel box is being held by duct tape and chewing gum. But the machine itself is in excellent shape. So we had one or two options when we were looking at budgeting for this year. One is to either buy a decent used one, which was going to be $50,000-$60,000, or buy a new one, which was going to be a couple $100,000, or just replace really what is needed, and that is just a new box where everything is swept up into. As the resolution noted, we did budget $36,000 this year. Ben was able to get it for $25,000. So thank you, Ben, for being able to save us this much money. So it makes a lot of sense mechanically. The sweeper's in great shape. It just needs a new box. Okay.
Any discussion about the resolution? Any motions?
I'd like to make a motion to accept CM-20-05 as written.
Second?
Roll call, please.
Land,
Yes.
Cobb,
Yes.
Hurst,
Yes.
Horn,
Yes.
Tracy,
Yes.
and Mayor Miller.
Yes. Next up is a CM-20-06, a resolution for Bobcat track loader. Ms. Brosh.
A resolution authorize, can I start? A resolution authorizing the lease purchase of a Bobcat track loader and equipment for the West Milton Public Works Division. Whereas the municipality's 2020 budget includes $36,000 for a Bobcat track loader for the current calendar year, and funds have been duly appropriated. And whereas the administration has reviewed and determined that the State of Ohio Cooperative Purchasing Program offers the most advantageous option for the desired equipment through Clark Equipment Company of West Fargo, North Dakota. And whereas the State of Ohio Cooperative Purchasing Program follows the West Milton Codified Ordinance 33.18 purchasing. And whereas it is the opinion and recommendation of the manager and service director that this action is in the best interest of the municipality. Now therefore be it resolved by the Council of the Municipality of West Milton, Ohio, that Section 1, the municipal manager is hereby authorized and directed to execute the appropriate documents and agreements necessary for the lease purchase of a Bobcat track loader and the purchase of a 72-inch brushy cat and 72-inch root grapple in an amount not to exceed $22,585.04 from Clark Equipment Company of West Fargo, North Dakota. Section 2, this resolution will take effect immediately upon passage.
So every year, we rent a Bobcat to do as much work as we possibly can for the 2-week period that we can afford to have it. We could get a lot more work done if we had one. As it states, Ben went through the Ohio purchasing, and we were able to purchase one, and it does say lease purchase. And why does it say that? Instead of spending all of our money and all of our cash in 1 year, the company is actually offering a finance program. They call it a lease, and it'll be a 3-year program, and then we'll have a payoff, which would be similar to our payments at the end. So then we'll own it outright. So it's really a financing option. They call it a lease, so that's why we use that term lease in the language. And I asked Lene to add the words "not to exceed $22,000" because this afternoon Ben was on the phone with the sales reps in that. They realized, or Ben realized and caught, that they had made a mathematical error. And he let me know, but it was too late for me to rewrite the resolution. So the actual payment's just going to be a little over $18,000 and change instead of 22. So that's why I asked her just to say not to exceed 22. And that's what our payments will be. And I have to confess, he sent me all the information. Ben made a typo error, but we didn't tell Lene. There's no such thing as a brushy cat. It's really a brush cat. But we just wanted to hear her. We wanted to hear her read that tonight. So.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Manager Klein. Any discussion for the Bobcat? Any motions?
I'll make a motion to accept Resolution CM-20-06 as read.
Second?
Roll call?
Land,
Yes.
Cobb,
Yes.
Hertz,
Yes.
Horn,
Yes.
Tracy,
Yes.
and Mayor Miller.
Yes. And last one, CM-20-07, a resolution for the UV treatment system.
It's a resolution authorizing the refurbishing of the UV treatment system at the wastewater treatment plant. Whereas the municipality's 2020 budget includes $27,500 for the refurbishment of the UV treatment system at the wastewater treatment plant for the current calendar year, and funds have been duly appropriated. And whereas the administration has reviewed cost proposals from 2 companies in the Midwest who can provide this service and have determined that, is it Uvion, or is it UV? Okay.
Yes, that's UV.
Uvion Technologies of Amelia, Ohio has the best bid price. And whereas it is the opinion and recommendation of the manager and service director that contracting with Uvion Technologies is in the best interest of the municipality. Now therefore be it resolved by the council of the municipality of West Milton, Ohio, that Section 1, the municipal manager is hereby authorized and directed to contract with Uvion Technologies for the refurbishment of the UV treatment system at the wastewater treatment plant in the amount of $26,685. Section 2, this resolution will take effect immediately upon passage.
Thank you.
Everyone on council's had the pleasure of going to the wastewater treatment plant. If you live here in town and you take a shower, wash your hands, or go to the toilet, you have the pleasure of using the wastewater treatment plant. One of the things that that we do for a final treatment of that's required of the water once it's been cleaned is it goes through all of the tanks, it makes its way through, and it goes through a final channel. This channel, concrete channel, is called your UV channel. And there is an apparatus that's about the length of our council table here. And it is literally UV light bulbs. And those, when it gets to a certain temperature, over 50, 55 degrees, it's a last part of the cleaning of the water. That apparatus actually goes into the channel, so that water goes through, surrounds, and that's literally UV bulbs. If you've seen it, especially in dusk or evening, it's purple in color. But those bulbs go through quite a bit of work. And that apparatus is in decent enough shape. A new one would be cost prohibitive, but it can be refurbished. We need to do it in the winter because you do not use UV when it's below 50 degrees. So we need to get the work done before spring hits.
Any discussion for the resolution? Any motion?
I'll make a motion. We accept Resolution CM 20-7 as written.
Second?
Roll call, please.
Land,
Yes.
Cop,
Yes.
Hertz,
Yes.
Horn,
Yes.
Tracy,
Yes.
and Mayor Miller.
Yes. Moving on to the municipal manager's report.
Thank you, Mayor, Council, and guests this evening. Welcome. I only have a few items, and they're really just calendar items, just to let you know things that are going to be happening here, both in the short term and a couple things that we're looking forward to this summer. Just a reminder, February workshop and the March council meeting is our traditional time of having the Milton Union senior government class will be attending. They'll attend our workshop at the end of February, and then they will have what they term a mock council after our council meeting in March. It'll be televised, so if you're a TV audience looking on, just stay with us after the end of our meeting, and then you'll have the senior class will have their council as well. Andy Grafflin's class, Andy told me that today that they'll be electing their mayor, their council, their manager, their service director, and all of those positions this week in class. Also, 3 times a year, we have a joint meeting with the Union Township trustees and the school board, and that will be the last Thursday of this month, the 27th of February. It will be here. Council will be the host, and it starts at 6 p.m. Typically, we'll have a little bit of food, and then we just share. It's a good way to know what's going on, both the township and the school district, and just keeps us a good communication, develop good, strong working relationships. It's been decided that this year's open house, this will be our 3rd. The open house this year will be Monday, May 11th. It will be from 6 to 8. It's a great opportunity for citizens and their children to come here. You go through City Hall, get to meet the council members, get to talk to the mayor. They'll meet our police department. They all go through certain things to educate the public on everything that our police department does. They'll go through the fire department. There'll be fire apparatus there. Firemen will be able to demonstrate and show. Our service department probably will bring the new Bobcat and the Brushy Cat, I think. And maybe. The Union Life Squad, Union Township Life Squad is also here and participates. And also Care Flight. Our first year, Care Flight was able to do it. Unfortunately, last year they were busy working, but they'll be invited and they'll be here. Everything's right here. There's usually refreshments, hot dogs, cookies, face painting for the kids, stickers, coloring books, things of that nature. We'll typically shut down Dewar between Miami and Maine, and everyone has the run of City Hall, so to speak, and get to just really touch, feel, and understand everything that all the government departments do here on the local level. It's been decided that last year was our inaugural Rock the Hill concert, which was at the end of summer last year in our park. And it was the 3rd Saturday of August. Worked out really well. We had a great crowd of over 700 folks. Higgins Madewell were our headliners. We had 3 bands. Did a marvelous job. There was a lot of fun had by all. But this year, there's 5 Saturdays in August. So we started making some calls. And we're actually going to have it this year on August 22nd instead of the 3rd Saturday. It'll actually be the 4th Saturday. Works out much better for us. It's usually an end of the summer concert. School starts the following Tuesday or Wednesday of that week. The Miami County Fair will be from the 14th to the 20th, so the fair will be gone. And there's already a musical event on the 15th, that Saturday, so we don't have to compete with them. And Tour de Donut in Troy is actually the 29th, the following Saturday. So it makes more sense for us to have it on the 22nd. So I know we said at the last concert, it's always going to be the third Wednesday, but it's actually working out much better for us if it's the fourth, or not Wednesday, Saturday, if it's the fourth Saturday for this year. So we just wanted to get that out. The committee's just starting to work. We don't know who the bands are or anything like that. Their first real organization meeting is this Thursday coming, so it should be good.
Great.
And then finally, we have a sip and shop at the end of February, and I thought I would just shoot it over to you.
I had that on my list. Okay, so you guys mark your calendars. September 29th, it's the very last Saturday of February.
February 29th.
Yes, did I say January?
You said September.
Really? Take that back. All right, February 29th, 10 to 4. Okay, so all of the shops downtown, including a couple of the salons, because they're going to be drawing people in too, we're all going to be serving drinks. What kind of drinks, you ask? Hot drinks, cold drinks, a variety of drinks. But the really cool part about this is we have invited 12 local bakers. So bakers just within the Miami County area to come in and participate. So like for instance, in my shop, I will have CD's sweets and she will have a variety of her stuff. And so we're trying to promote local bakers with this also. So come around, get some drinks, and you get to eat the whole way around. And then in addition to that, at each location, we're going to have a bucket for, we're going to be raising donations for Project Revival. So our very first project is a mural downtown. We're going to get this place spruced up and going. So we want to put a mural at the corner of 48 and Hamilton, which is right there on the corner where that little boutique is. Oh, shoot, what's that called? Somebody help me. Okay, you all know what I'm talking about? There's a gray wall. Anyways, we're going to be putting a mural there.
Stay classy?
No, it's not Stay Classy.
Rose and Harmony?
Yes,
Rose
Rose
and
and
Harmony, that's it.
Harmony. Have you been shopping there?
I did. I went and bought my wife a shirt there.
Okay, all right. So at Rose and Harmony's corner, we're looking to do a mural and Flawless Designs, or Flawless Signs, actually. They are doing the design, and actually I think it's going to be coming out this week. We're going to be posting that and what it's going to look like. So we're just going to be accepting donations for that, and we're hoping to have that done maybe late spring.
Very cool.
So, yeah.
Excellent.
Yep, that was it.
That's all I have for this evening.
All right, great. Thank you, Matt. Any old business for council? Any new business? At this time, are there any comments by citizens? None. All right. We'll be entering into a executive session for the remainder here this evening. After the executive session is over, we will not be doing any business. The council meeting will be over. So if anybody wants to stay, feel free to, but certainly are not required to or anything like that. Nothing else exciting will be happening. So,
Mr. Mayor, I make a motion that council hold an executive session to consider the appointment of a public official.
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you and have a good night.
Matt,